Hello everyone, this is Dipankar, and today we will discuss on how we can use TypeScript to build React.js applications. React.js has been widely popular in the industry for building front-end applications. The performance it offers is fantastic. React.js has been primarily built for JavaScript, and majority in the industry uses the JavaScript version. But since people realized the benefit of using TypeScript, the usage of TypeScript with React.js has significantly increased. And that's where I decided to create a session on React.js with TypeScript. Now before we further begin, let's understand few things so that it can help us save some time. Who is this session for? This session is for those who already have a programming background with basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and wants to learn React. Since this session is with TypeScript, people with object-oriented programming background can benefit the most. This session is also helpful for those who want to quickly start working on React. What are the prerequisites for this session? As prerequisites for this session, we need to have programming knowledge and preferably backend or front-end programming. We also need to have basic knowledge in HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. We need to install Visual Studio Code, Node.js, and a Chrome browser for this session. Node.js and Chrome browser is must. You can choose an editor of your choice. What is scope of this session? This session is not for covering entire React. This session is limited to learning React quickly to start working on it. This session also does not cover TypeScript. We would be using TypeScript just to create React components. We will also not be covering testing. TypeScript. I chose to use TypeScript for developing React components because TypeScript gives us the biggest benefit of type safety. When our applications keeps growing into a larger size, detecting coding errors or spelling errors becomes very difficult with JavaScript. We can run test cases in order to make the code more reliable, but for that, we need to run the test cases, which adds extra amount of time in the development process. When we have type safety, we can immediately identify what is wrong with the code during compilation time itself. Also, we can enforce many development rules in the coding process for the whole team. People with object-oriented programming background find type safety a blessing since TypeScript is object-oriented. I come from Java background and I just fell in love with TypeScript, and I'm quite sure you would too. So let's get started with React.